So, you guys, newspaper issues an apology for a salsa recipe that called for 2 teaspoons of cement instead of 2 teaspoons of cilantro. I tried the recipe, but kept breaking my chips.
And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Could you use a little good news today? I invite you to turn off that grumpy news anchor on Channel 11 and refresh your news feed with some things that are lovely, of good report, and just a little bit silly. Like the story of a boy in India who solved a Rubik's Cube in 14.3 seconds while riding a bike. I can't even chew gum riding a bike. I am so impressed. In international news, a scandal has rocked the country of New Zealand. It all began in the garden of Colin and Donna Craig Brown. Colin was digging around when he stabbed his pitchfork into something. He said, "I hoisted it out of the ground." He told this to reporters, and holy snapping turtle teeth, he said, "What's going on here? It's a potato." And this is the best we could do from our prop department. But it was a massive 7.9 kilogram monster. That is 1,002 pounds or so in Fahrenheit. The largest spud ever, he claimed. Colin gave the tater an appropriate name, Doug. And even built a trolley so he could take Doug out on walks. In a bid for a Guinness World Record, he sent Doug's DNA away and nervously awaited the result. The results were not spudtacular, though. Doug was a dud. No. The potato was a ground tuber, which is apparently the root of a gourd. Oh, man. It has been a real roller coaster of a potato-rama, says the ever-quotable Colin. Doug is the world's biggest not a potato. It appears poor Colin's chances of hoisting the world's largest potato have been mashed. His dreams, fried. Hopes, boiled. Okay, I'm done. Meanwhile, David Rush, an Idaho man, successfully broke 52 world records in 52 weeks. His illustrious list of records includes the most t-shirts put on in 30 seconds, most bars of wet soap stacked in 1 minute, and the most kiwi fruit sliced over the duration of 1 minute with a samurai sword, just like this one. And he was standing on an exercise ball at the time. Let's not forget that. Rush also owns a host of juggling records, including most consecutive razor-sharp axes juggled. I'll be doing that later. And thankfully, he caught them. And the fastest 100-meter dash while juggling blindfolded. Wow. As for his future, well, it's up in the air. Our best story of the day involves a heroic 22-year-old Brooke Lacey. Brooke struggled with depression for years, but found hope on her journey and wanted to pass it along. So she made 600 signs that read, "Please don't take your life today. The world is so much better with you in it. More than you realize. Stay." Lacey took those 600 signs and hung them all around her home city of Wellington, New Zealand. Then inscribed the message on a bumper sticker and stuck it on the back of her vehicle. One day, she found a note on her windshield. Expecting to be scolded over her parking technique and given a ticket, Lacey was instead surprised to find these words. "I left my house with a plan and asked for a sign, any sign, that I was doing the right thing. When I saw your car in the parking lot, thank you." Could you use such a note today? Some words of encouragement to keep you going? Well, here are just a few. You are made in God's image, my friend. You are loved, you're forgiven. Listen to these words from Psalm 34. "I sought the Lord, and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant, and their faces shall never be ashamed. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him." God is with you. Your life is worth living. With his help, you're going to get through this. Jesse the Corgi would agree. He doesn't look quite like this, but this was the best we could do. This little pup fell off a yacht in Florida, then swam 7 miles to shore. A Corgi's legs are about 2 inches long. That's like doing the doggy paddle with popsicle sticks. But Jesse is back on land now and lapping up the attention. Well, that's the good news for today, my friends. And the good news is for people and even animals who have had a rough day. Subscribe to Laugh Again TV. Oh, Subscribe to Laugh Again TV.